Hmm. Hey, hi, good morning. It's dark. Yes, it's dark. I recorded this once already, but then I'm doing it again, and I'll share with you why I'm doing it again in just a second. However, I would like y'all to see me. I would like y'all to be able to focus more on the message. So what am I going to do? I'm going to turn the light on. Ta-da! Hey, hi, here I am. I have control over whether y'all can see me or not, right? That is the control that I have. This morning, we're going to talk about control. This morning, we're going to talk about manipulation. I did this once already. I recorded this once already. And my voice sounds a little harsh this morning. I kept sniffling. My daughter has a cold. It would make sense that I'm getting a cold because I am the one taking care of her. I am around her. As I watched my first video that I recorded, I became very insecure. I was scared. I might post it too because I think I had a lot of good things to say. And probably I'll say them again in this video. We have a different surrounding this morning because it is Monday. It is Dr. Martin. Whoa! Now I'm thinking way too fast. It is Dr. Martin Luther King Day. So the kids have no school. So they are upstairs sleeping, and I didn't want to do this and wake them up. We're celebrating the day because of all the change that this man brought to the world. Good change. Good change. When I first recorded my video, I was scared. I was scared of me sniffling. I was scared of my voice. I was scared because I used to be an addict. I thought that if anyone watching this heard me sniffle, they would think, oh my gosh, this lady's using again. Odds are they would think that because they are the ones using. And it would be a whole lot easier to trigger me for it and comment on my video, oh, she has no idea what she's talking about, she's high as a kite, than it is for them to just look at their own selves. Oh my gosh, I'm so, start over, right? But that's just me. I'm just human. I'm not using. I'm not the person I used to be. And that's a great thing. I am proud of that. So why is it so hard for me to keep sitting here talking to y'all and sniffle once in a while or have a groggy voice? Why am I scared to share that with y'all? I don't know. Back to today's topic. Today's topic is about control. See how distracted I get talking about things? What control do you have in your life? The biggest thing I want to share with y'all is the serenity prayer. The serenity prayer is something that's been around for a long time. You know, anything that we encounter in life had to get here from somewhere, right? So a lot of y'all probably already know what the serenity prayer is. How do you know what the serenity prayer is? You know what it is because it works. The serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. This concept is everywhere with everything. It is your life. It's not my life. My life I am living. And that's why I haven't posted anything yet this week, because I've just been off on the weekend living life with my kids. I've enjoyed it. I've been happy. However, this morning I do want to share a lot of stuff with you because I have learned a lot of things. And I want more good out of the world. I am learning that the things that I want for my kids, I have to do. I can't tell them. I can't say it. I have to do it. And they're going to learn what to do by my actions. They're going to learn from my actions because I'm the one around the most. Manipulation. Manipulation literally is defined as handle or control. Control or influence. I've been looking at the way I communicate. I've been looking at the things around me. I've been looking at people and how they communicate. I've been looking at animals and how they communicate. You know, I've always said if you want to tell if a person's good or bad, give them a dog or a baby. That dog or baby will know by their reactions. You can tell if that person's a good person or a bad person. How does that animal or baby know? They know based off of the person's actions, not what they say. You know, if you really want to know a person's true intentions, pay attention to their actions, not what they say. We have put so much emphasis on certain words, on certain things that people have told us, on, people can manipulate other people very easily. And that is how the world has gotten to be so sad, because we all just manipulate each other. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be that way. A conversation. A conversation usually has two or more parties in it. One person has something they want to share, something they want to say, something they need, something important, some information that they want to share with another party. Y'all are on the other side of this screen watching this. You have the control whether you watch this or not, right? You don't want to hear what I have to say, you stop watching. You watch something else. And that's okay. That's what you can control. Start doing that with different things in your life. Start doing that with the people in your life. Start looking at their actions compared to what they're telling you. They're telling you they love you. However, how do they show you that? What actions do they do to prove that to you? Pay attention to that. Anyone can say, I love you. However, prove it. Show me that. That is what's going to make me believe you or not. Why do we put so much emphasis on what a person says? The beginning of this video, I said I am not using. I can show you that through my actions because I do make sense. I am not nodding off and falling asleep. My eyes are not bloodshot red. I have a cold. I have a cold because my kid doesn't want to put her socks on. She hates socks. However, her feet get cold running around the house, and now she's getting sick. Now she's getting a sick, right? Now she's getting a cold. She's getting a cold because she was cold. Why do you think it's called a cold? I don't know. I've just been paying attention to where all these things come from. 100 years ago, we didn't have TVs. We didn't have screens. We had to sit here and talk to each other. We read a book. Kids are struggling with reading nowadays because they don't have to read. Everything's on a screen in front of them. That's one of the biggest things I'm struggling with my daughter is reading. She is scared to read. She's scared of being picked on at school for not knowing the word. However, the more time I take at home to read with her, the more confident she becomes in knowing the words on the page. If there is something you want to strengthen in your life, you want to become better at, start doing more of it. And over time, the more that you do it, the better you will become at it. However, if something in your past has scared you of a certain thing, has made you scared of food, has made you scared of talking, has made you scared of reading, whatever it is, something in your past made you scared of it. And now you avoid it like the plague because you don't want to deal with it, because you don't want to get hurt. But if you don't deal with it, you're never going to grow. You're not going to learn it. You're not going to learn the skill, and you're not going to get better at it. Loving people, We all have been hurt by someone in our past. We have been hurt because we love them. We have made ourselves vulnerable. We have opened ourselves up to this person or people or things or whatever it is that we've loved. And they did not reciprocate and do the same back to us. A lot of us don't love ourselves. How then could we possibly go and love someone else when we don't even know how to love? As a mother, one of the biggest things I relate to is the mask on an airplane. When an airplane is crashing, we need to put our mask on first before we can put our kids' masks on or the ones we do love. Because if we are not safe and we cannot breathe, we would be passed out dead and then we could not help them. A lot of times I have not taken the time to put my own face mask on. I'm too busy trying to do the best for them. However, I don't do the best for me. And therefore, they are going to see this and they're not going to learn how to do the best for them. Whatever it is that you want out of this world, whatever it is you want your kids to learn out of this world, whatever it is you want your loved ones to do or see or be, you need to be the example. You need to set that for them. I don't want my kids growing up using, so guess what? I can't use. I could if I really wanted to, but I don't want to. I want the best for them, and therefore I don't. It's that simple, right? Every time I post a video on here, I get really scared. I get really scared of what y'all are going to think or say or comment on. I get really scared because a lot of the stuff that we talk about is vulnerable, is things that we don't want to deal with. And they are hard to accept. Why do we have such a hard time saying, you know what, I was wrong. I made a mistake. I am not perfect. Nobody is going to be perfect. We are all going to make mistakes. We are all going to be wrong about something. But why is it so hard to admit that? Because that's the evil. The evil, the bad, it wants us to keep doing what we're doing. We were not Adam and Eve who took the apple from the serpent. However, it happened, right? And now that is why we wear clothes. I was reading a little, kids' version of the Bible, and we started with the first story, Adam and Eve. The very first story, they had no clothes. And then they took a bite out of the apple. Guess what? Then they had clothes on. We wear clothes so other people don't see our parts. We don't wear them for ourselves. Of course, we might wear them because we're cold and we want to be warm. I'm learning that I could stay here naked if I really wanted to, but then I couldn't post this because it's inappropriate. It's inappropriate because we don't want other people to see things that they shouldn't see, right? These are meant for me. These are my parts. I'm getting so distracted this morning, but these are all things that I have control over. And these are all things that you have control over in your life. What is it that you want out of life? What is the good that you want to do in your life? Start focusing on those things. Start prioritizing. There is 24 hours in a day, which we spend a third of that sleeping, right? So we only have 2/3 of the day left. There are only so many hours in the day to do so many things. If you want a better relationship with your children, start spending more time with your children. If you want more money, start going to work more. Whatever it is that you want, start spending more time doing that. It is hard. It is scary. You avoid it because something in your past has taught you that it's scary. But the more you avoid these things, the more they're going to come up in the future and bite you in the butt. Trust me, I've learned that mistake. However, the more you do deal with them, the more educated you get on these things, the more time you spend, the better the result will be. That's all it is. Haha. This might be a little bit cloudy because I'm changing different things that I'm recording this on. Because you heard my whole story about change with the iPhone, whatever. So this picture is not perfect. My house may not be spotless, you know, but I'm taking the time to make it what I want. Start making your household a place you want to be in. And guess what? You're going to be there. I know I'm going to look over my notes. I think I've rambled enough for this morning, and I really hope I post this because I've said a lot of things that I am scared to share with y'all. But you know what? We all deal with these things. Drugs are everywhere in the world nowadays. Unfortunately, even the drugstore. How many drugstores are in your town? Just because the government said that these ones are okay to take and the other ones that are illegal are not okay to take? They're still everywhere. You go to the doctors and they give you a medicine. They give you a drug. They give you something to change your state. You have a cold. We take cough medicine. We take it to try to help our body fight off these germs that got in us in the first place, right? If I do not want my kids to end up using when they grow up, the best thing I can do is educate them on all of this. I personally got started using because of medication. I don't know. I hope that I relate to y'all. I hope that I have learned a lot of mistakes. I have done a lot of things that were wrong, and I took the time to learn the lesson from it, and I didn't do it again in the future. I did something else instead. And I'm just sharing that with y'all so you don't have to do that. You know, I thank you. I thank y'all for being here. I really hope that I am just turning on the light for y'all. It's all it is. And I really hope that you stick around for more. And I hope that I keep sharing more. Thank you.